It's Friday, and it's time for Culture of Gaming's Top 5 News Stories of the Week. I'm Taylor, and here's all you need to know this week in gaming. Coming in at number 5 is Supermassive, the studio most famous for Until Dawn, announced that their two up-and-coming PSVR games have been delayed. The Inpatient, a game set 60 years before the event of Until Dawn, had originally been planned for a 2017 release, has been delayed until January 23rd and 24th, 2018, for the US and Europe respectively. The other game in development to get delayed was Bravo Team, a VR first-person shooter. Bravo Team was also set for a 2017 release, but has been pushed back to March of 2018. Next up, a leak ahead of the PSX event says that there is more DLC characters inbound for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, including Star-Lord, new characters coming to Street Fighter V, Dragon Ball FighterZ Switch DLC will have 8 new characters, and the leak also said to expect an announcement of Soul Calibur 6 for PS4, PC, and Nintendo Switch, a Resident Evil 2 remake, and Devil May Cry. The source of this leak seems fairly credible, as the source has predicted the TMNT and Injustice, so take this with a grain of salt if you have to. At a quick number 3, a Hitman series is coming to Hulu. Although most of the elements of the plot are unknown, it is stated to be loosely based around the games. Another factoid is Derek Kolstad, the writer most infamous for the John Wick movie series, will be writing and producing the Hitman series on Hulu. At number 2 is the emergence of PUBG gambling sites. I'm sure most of you may remember the CSGO gambling scandal that happened last year, and it appears PUBG may be heading down the same path. Although several CSGO sites were shut down, many still exist today, and sites concerning PUBG skins have popped up, following the same formula that the CSGO sites by and largely do. Considering that some PUBG skins are already upwards of $1,000 US, there's definitely more money to be made by these sites, so if you're a PUBG player, be careful out there. This is going to sound very PSA-like, but it matters. Know when to stop before you start. At number 1 is the EA Battlefront 2 drama. Earlier this week, gamers discovered that heroes in Battlefront 2 were locked behind an insane amount of credits. After running the numbers, it was determined that it would take a few thousand hours of gameplay to unlock every hero. Or, if you'd like a shortcut, just pay EA and a microtransaction to unlock the hero you would like. The number is being run again, and say it would be around $2,000 US to have a chance at unlocking the heroes with payments. Suffice to say, gamers weren't happy with the prevalence of microtransactions in Battlefront 2, and took to Reddit and other online forums to lash out against EA. Eventually, this culminated in enough publicity that mainstream media sources like CNBC and BBC started to run articles with the headlines including Disney, Star Wars, EA, and gambling all in the title. Certainly not the most positive words for PR. After this, DICE released a statement saying they would temporarily shut down the microtransactions in Battlefront 2, but may reintroduce them after some tweets have been made. At the time of recording, EA stocks are down about 2.5%. However, it should be noted that this isn't outside the norm for day-to-day trading, and the market as a whole was down today. And much more significant stock drops would also have to be seen for EA to get financially concerned in the slightest bit. Let me know your opinions about this whole thing in the comments below. Anyhow, this has been Culture of Gaming's Top 5 News of the Week. For all your gaming news and reviews, as well as some cool developer interviews, head on over to cultureofgaming.com, and I'll see you guys next week.